Good evening, Rockets fans. I'm so happy to make this video today. Rockets versus the Celtics last night was a nail biter. And I know I keep beating on a dead horse when I'm saying this, but this is the best win of the season. We beat the defending world champs in their home building, in front of all them fans that love them, in front of all of them banners. And we did it in grand fashion with a game winner. What more can I say? The quote of the year by Dylan Brooks was, "Sometimes you, sometimes me, always us." And that was on full display with this game. Shout out to Dylan Brooks for coming up with that saying, and definitely going to be the title of this video. First quarter, we did a great job fighting back from the Celtics' hot start. They got off to a great run, making all of their shots. I think they made the first 4 shots that they took. And Dylan Brooks and his good shooting kept us in the game. Dylan Brooks was consistent throughout the entirety of the game. Amazing, 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 amazing. Second quarter, we played our best. That was peak Rockets basketball. I was seeing the best that we could have possibly done. We were outworking them on every facet of the game. And we doing that against the best of the best. Sky's the limit for this team. Sky's the limit. And on a positive note, we didn't even have great games from Alfred Sengun and Jalen Green. Our go-to guys, the guys that we think are going to be balling each and every night. But again, it goes back to that saying, sometimes you, sometimes me, always us. And that myth about role players not playing well on the road, it's out the window. It's out the window, man. It's out the window with that game, with this game. This right here. For real. I'm so excited, man. So excited. But we did start to dial it back and get deflated after Jalen Green got hit under his eye. That's my right eye. I mean to say the left eye. Jalen Green's nickname, probably until he takes that bandage off, is Jalen Left Eye Green. Shout out to Left Eye. May she rest in peace. Or Jalen Nelly Green, because we all know Nelly made the Band-Aid under the eye famous. So, Jalen, if you rocking that tonight while I'm in the stands tonight, man, you know we calling you Left Eye. You know we calling you Nelly. That's the nickname, bruh. You giving those vibes. But to go on to the third quarter, Dylan Brooks, Amen Thompson, Fred, those guys were leading the way, man. Those guys were leading the way. And note to the general managers, note to the executive staff, this was the biggest game of the year. Biggest win by far. Gotta know who plays big in the big moments. Said that with our Texans. I'm definitely going to say that with our Rockets. Gotta know who plays biggest in the big moments. And this guy, Amen Thompson, is a gem. Dylan Brooks is a dog. He need the D right there, where, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Prime, because he put the D's and he give leaders and dog tags. You feel me? No pun intended. But those guys balled their tails off today, man, and I'm so excited to see what we could look like come the postseason. The Celtics' main stars, they were starting to heat up in the third quarter, and I needed our guys to step up. We dropped the ball on that note. I think both Sengun and Jalen Green had less than 15 points apiece. Sorry about the dog. They had about less than 15 points apiece. So Alfred and Jalen Green didn't have the best of nights. But again, if somebody else on the team can be able to pick up the slack, especially in the playoffs, not just in the regular season, but it has to be able to transition to the playoffs. If we have guys that are able to pick up the slack, all is forgiven. In the third quarter, I want to take a very good look at this play. Jalen Green gets the ball on an ISO on Jalen Green. On left eye or Nelly. And this is what I was talking about with Jalen Green. This is what I was saying that you needed to add to your game. The pump fake, man. It's essential. But that kind of thing comes with time. I want you to learn how to study this play right here, because in the playoffs it become useful, especially when you have games like last night. This move can be very useful to get you going and getting you back into a flow of the game. Shout out to Jaylen Brown, man. He took Jalen Green to school. And this is your lesson right here, man. Stay on the floor when you got a guy who is known for pump faking, the DeMar DeRozans of the world. He consistently cooks us. Jaylen Browns of the world consistently cooks us. Luka consistently cooks us with the pump fakes, man. With the pump fakes. If you can master the pump fake, Kobe did it. Paul Pierce did it. When you can master the pump fake, you always have the defender guessing. And what I say is the adjustment for that is to stay on the floor when you recognize a player like that. You're guarding him on defense. And the only time that you be able to jump is if you see this person on a hard drive to the basket. But even then, it's a 50-50 chance, because they could go to the basket hard, and if they're really good at the pump fake, give you a solid pump fake, get you in the air and one, and that's all she wrote. But to the Jalen Greens of the world, I would love for you to add this to your game. You've added the elbow jumper to your game. We can still improve on that, but you've added it. You've added the step back to your game. Last year, man, you showcased it. But this is the next step, because in the playoffs, this play that play will be in your bag, and is something that you can pull out of the bag every chance that you... it could be something that you can pull out of the bag at any point. And while you're still young, if you're able to add this to your game, it's dangerous, man. It's super, super dangerous. Yeah, man, this is what I was saying last year. A consistent pump fake, man. I can't emphasize it enough. It's vital. Player of the game goes to Dillon Brooks. He had 10 3-pointers made this game, right? I want to say it was 35 points that he finished with. Guy Dillon Brooks is a dog. This play emphasizes that. They say, I was watching the Celtics rebroadcast, and they said in that moment they didn't see the foul. That was definitely a Celtics announcer saying that, because I saw 3 different fouls on this play, and the guy still made it. And, you know, you got all rights to talk your stuff, bruh, because you had the game of your life, bro. Shout out to you, man. Kudos to you. Player of the game goes to you. And I was going back and forth on who to give the game ball to. If there was ever a close tie when it comes to giving the player of the game to 2 different people, it would be this example, because Amen Thompson with the game winner, and not only the game winner, had the best game of his career topped off with a game winner. So, and on the finals MVP at that. So we did a great job. Man. I can't give the guys enough credit, man. I can't give the guys enough credit. In the fourth quarter, we have to find a way in order to not put a big defending a guard, open space. Let's make them use the shot clock up. We did a good job of it later on because they had to go away from it. I'm not sure what the adjustment was there, but when you start to see these guys keying on and, I'm starting to smell blood in the water, we got to switch something up. They got to give them another look. Can't let them get too many looks at something because 2-3 buckets get into it. 2-3 buckets go in, and all of a sudden the best players in the world are getting hot on us. And when the best players of the world get hot on us, it's going to be hard to go bucket for bucket with the best teams of the world. We can do it. We have the potential to do it. But I'd rather see them struggle. And shout out to the Rockets coaching staff because it's hard to make the Jason Tatums of the world struggle. We did that. We did that yesterday. Jaylen Brown didn't struggle, but again, that pump fake is the best of the best, man. They added to their game, y'all. Tonight, we have the Atlanta Hawks. I will be in the stadium. I want to see us get a win, y'all. I want to see us get a win. Peace, y'all. See y'all tonight.
I'm trying to famous. Ooh, I'm trying to famous.